I didn't even, bro.
I'm like,
That is the worst
nigga, this is
example.
just rumble triggers.
That is
I
the
was like, this is rumble triggers. You can feel the tension where, nigga, that shit just rumbling.
you can,
Yeah,
but
Why
they,
it's
did,
you
what are
can,
it's
they
but
not
it's
that
talking
high.
stupid.
about?
It's mad subtle, man. It's not even
That,
worth a
that tension
discussion.
not high at all. It's not even worth mentioning. Like, I had to look for it. That's
Yeah,
how weak it
Yo, I'm gonna
is.
tell you right now. I
niggas
think
using
yo
I was like,
they
hold on, they
Spider-Man
said you
as
can
an
feel the tension.
example.
It's not there. It's like
Yeah,
literally
I was like,
almost not there. Like,
wait, how? Where's the tension at? I was like,
nigga the tension was
this,
in your mind.
nigga. I guess niggas are going crazy.
nah,
Oh, you can
niggas
feel
was
it. You can,
overreacting.
you can feel the tension. Look, I'm rubbing my nipples. Oh yes, nigga, what? Where?
Your
Nigga,
Yeah,
ass
this
is
is
they
rumble
stupid, yo.
definitely,
triggers.
bro. Miles Morales is probably the worst case of fucking like the DualSense capabilities, bro. Like I went from
Yeah, I mean,
Astrobot straight to that, bro, and that shit's
yo, I'm not.
it's not what
It's,
Astrobot was doing, dog.
and I'm
That's
not
Yeah, it
fact.
saying
wasn't. It
like,
wasn't
I'm
it.
not
It
saying,
wasn't it.
and
Hmm.
I'm not saying like the little fucking force feedback is like not there because I know I
Hmm.
seen it in the fucking Call of Duty.
That one
Hmm.
was a good, better
But
example than that shit.
Yeah, fact.
yeah, but nigga, the niggas getting it feel you can feel the tension
Wait, hold on, Tay.
no
Hold on, Tay.
nigga
Is this your
nigga
first time playing Miles Morales?
yeah on the PS5 nigga
Okay.
because I've been stuck on that goddamn Godfall and I was like shit take a break Godfall go
I
ahead
thought it
and
was.
play
Godfall got
goddamn
better haptic feedbacks
Miles
and tension than
Morales
that.
and his Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you went from Godfall, which is like one of the better examples,
just like
to
almost
Miles
non-existent.
Morales.
They're almost
Yeah,
non-existent.
Godfall shit
Yeah,
is actually pretty damn good.
You have
You
to
can feel
swing.
the
You have to
of
swing
the
mad
fucking face,
fast
bruh.
for you to really see the difference being in those adaptive triggers in that game. And you don't
Hmm.
really be. You got to learn how to kind of swing in that game anyway. So it's like, okay. Anyway, we are starting right now. Welcome to the No Filter podcast. We got a lot of cool subjects to talk about. See, I've gone through a rebranding of sorts. Again, and this is kind of
Oh shit.
regarding what the No Filter podcast is going to be. And essentially, you know how most other gaming channels kind of speak on gaming news all the time. You know what I mean? And everybody speaks on the fucking news. My
Hmm.
No Filter podcast, this podcast is going to talk about the industry itself. You know, and we have 2 points here. And then we're going to have some news, of course, but the industry really needs, they need to revamp that shit, yo. And I'm not talking about crunch either. Anyway, we got three subjects to talk about. We're going to talk about PlayStation Home, which that is near and dear to me. Uh, Influencers, and just the whole gaming community all together. But before we start, let's introduce the panel. Killate 229. What's going on, man?
yeah.
What
What's
the
up,
fuck
man?
was that? Seduction? You heard that, right?
Yeah, man.
He said, yeah.
You know, I
The fuck?
experienced those fucking push feedbacks, fucking Miles Morales. I had to act like the motherfucker where they was, so happy and praising how good it was when it was just rumbles triggered.
It didn't even rumble. It just was fucking. It just was a little harder to press. I was like, tension.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. But yeah, this is Killer Tay is his first time playing Miles
Miles
Morales.
Morales.
I did like the haptic feedback for Demon Souls. I did love that. I love that
Yeah, yeah.
because you can feel
Hey,
the texture of the metal.
and with Demon Souls, I like that they made some of the sounds. I like how they implemented the sounds of the fucking actual fighting, the speaker and the fucking controller. That was pretty
Hmm.
cool. I know they tried to do that with the PS4, but it's really well
That speaker
implemented
wasn't
in
it.
this one right now.
That controller speaker wasn't it. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. What about
but they really
Astral's
implemented
Playroom?
it
Did you
well.
play that?
Play what?
Astral's Playroom?
Yeah, I play Astro's Playroom.
All right. What?
It,
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you really
the,
took
the,
a whole
yeah,
downgrade. All right, Jeremy.
the
Hop in when you need to.
Astro's Playroom really took full control of that fucking
Hmm.
The
like.
next
I don't. Yeah,
the next phase is going to
I.
be what do you call it? Returnal. Returnal is supposed to be like really crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's similar to that.
I'm really excited for Eternal on Friday
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
because I got
that.
the physical.
Yeah,
I
we
got
gonna.
the
Oh, you
physical,
got the
so I'm waiting
physical.
for that shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
You wanna be trendy. I see. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
nigga. I like physical contact. You know, I like
Oh,
that's how
okay.
I like my games like I like my women. The life, curvy. I can stick it in.
Nigga, where's your receipts?
Where's my receipts?
he saw. You heard it. He started
Oh,
laughing. Where are my
nigga,
receipts?
I can bring up the receipts, nigga. All I gotta do is a quick screenshot of fucking Best Buy, nigga. I can show you. I can show you.
Oh shoot. What about you, Magnificent?
I'm chilling, man. I'm eating my applesauce, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some water.
Applesauce.
That's the reflux
Oh
life. You know what I'm
man,
saying? Shit,
Yo,
nigga.
oh, I got a yo. Wait. Since okay, I got a remedy for you, yo.
What's up?
And I'm being dead serious. It'll be almost instantaneous. Go in your
All right,
kitchen.
I'm getting the pause ready, bro. Go ahead.
No, go in your kitchen.
All right, go ahead.
Get some baking soda, right?
Hmm.
Put like a quarter size of baking soda in your finger, and then swallow that.
Baking soda. All right.
What will happen is it disrupts the pH in your stomach like instantly. My
All
grandma
right.
told me about that,
Uh,
and
yeah,
she's from
that shit sound like it makes
Georgia,
sense.
Georgia, so she knows all the shit you talk about. So, and as for me, I've been sleeping all over the fucking place. That's. I mean, I can't even play games properly. To be perfectly honest, I've just been tired. And awake at the worst times too, like fucking annoying. But anyway, so let's get on to the topics. So I'm sure I don't like handling rumors, but we don't know why Sony did what they did. So the first topic will be PlayStation Home. Now, that particular app is app. Well, it was an app. It was an app. That was in the PS3 era. That was a very near and dear program that I
Hmm.
used on the PS3. I mean, it came in clutch for the times that I didn't have money to play any games, and I just wanted to kind of fuck around in a digital environment. I met some really cool people, like a lot of people in there, just fucking around. One of my best friends um, was 12 years ago. I met him in there, and from time to time I go down to Texas and we chill out whenever I don't, I'm bored as fuck. So it's
yeah.
important to me. But there were some issues with, well, basically, let me tell you the story. So apparently, Sony re patented the name, I guess, or re trademarked the name, and we don't know why. This was interesting. I know companies re trademark shit all the time. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But this one has a specific date. I think it was at the end of 2024 or something like that. That's when they were going to actually move everything over. It's just weird. It's just weird. But if they are going to do this shit, um, I want them to do it properly. The PS3 didn't have enough system memory to make a fully realized environment. To me, I thought that home would have shined if the environment was as big as maybe like one of the pieces of Grand Theft Auto. Um, and then you have different buildings where it would actually deload that whole island and load the apartment building, which you can fuck around and make move your furniture and shit around. If you don't know, and if you're young as fuck, PlayStation Home was a virtual world that was built into, well, it was a part of PS3. And what you would do is you make your own avatar. You would have your own clothes, which you could actually purchase. They give you some like default shit. Um, each area was like a hub. So your apartment was a hub. You leave your apartment, it would load another hub. You go into another area and it will load that hub and stuff like that. So it was a very uh, non-connected world. And now we have to and it loaded too. So each hub it would load. It would take about, I'm trying to think here, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 seconds. Now we got the SSD, which you have basically instantaneous loading at this point. Um, you can, and then on top of it, you used to be able to bowl, bowling balls and shit like that. You used to be able to have like little shooting games, all sorts of crazy shit. It was amazing. It's amazing back in the day. But yeah, if you have the SSD, it will load things quickly. You can have more people on the screen at once. It was the limit of 50, I believe. Now you can probably do like maybe about like 500 maybe in that one instance. Um, you have more memories. You can have bigger areas, more intricate designs, and I feel like it's now's the time. Honestly, what do you think, Killer Tay? I know we getting old and shit, but fuck it. I say I like it.
I, I never really actually got to experience PS Home. To see that they might be bringing it back, I might jump in on it. I don't see why they would bring it back, but especially after killing it, I mean, they should have updated it when they still had it. But it's good.
I
It's
don't think
good.
they have faith. I don't think that they had the faith. I don't feel like they have faith in it. Lots of promises.
Yeah,
I mean, just a real quick cliff note on this one. Anything
yeah.
that was
Cause I,
media in your hard drive, you were able to share with some other people. Pictures,
yeah,
music, movies, shows. And what it would do is that it would convert itself into like the object corresponding to that media. So if you had a radio, which you could purchase different types of stereo systems for decor, it would play whatever MP3s that were on your PS3.
the PS2 at the time.
Pictures the same way, and
Okay.
so and movies. Some of that was nixed because copyright infringement. You know, so they left it with
Yeah, I know.
pictures and stuff like that.
I remember some of my homeboys used to be on. I think you or somebody else or Tron said like either they met somebody or they were trying to meet somebody on there, or they were talking real good and like sent pictures to each other that was somebody that was close by to them. They tried to date. They was using it like that.
I don't
Not
know.
them per se, but it was most people that were using like a
That
fucking
was
dating
probably
thing.
trying.
I don't think Troy would have been dating anybody
I
off
don't
of that.
know, man.
But I know she did. I do remember her saying that it was some dude. I remember her saying that it was some dude to try to get at her on like that.
Are you
But
breaking up,
it'll
Sagan?
be cool if they brought it back, especially with the updated fucking with the updated graphics and stuff. It'd be pretty cool to see how they would bring it back and how it would look
It's really
compared
the
to how it used.
it's really the implementation. You just couldn't put that much shit in the memory of the PS3, so that kind of hindered it.
Yeah,
And then you had the PS4, which no one thought that the PS4 was going to do well, or any console for the matter. So
yeah,
their resources went elsewhere. Now they could take a little bit more risk. They can do it that way. Well, I did meet somebody, not meet somebody. It was a girl that I was kind of talking to, and she made herself to be a light skinned avatar. Not that it matters what complexion you are, but it was fucking
yeah,
totally fictitious. So she was light skinned chick, right?
yeah.
And we sit there talking, real rap, whatever the case is, whatever. And then she unsolicits a picture, and I'll show you that shit, yo. It's still on my PS3 to this day. Some dark
Shows you how
skin,
she really looked.
blueberry bitch.
Damn, the blacker the bear, the sweeter the
Shut
juice,
your
son.
ass up, man. Bro, like, she showed me a side profile of her banana titties. She had looked like Klingon ass, like it was looked like she had like three asses laying on top of each other for her back.
The fuck?
I wasn't happy.
Banana fit.
I was not happy. Not happy at all, bro. I
Was she
wasn't
cute
happy.
at least?
No, no.
After that description, he said, "You're cute." Oh shit.
No, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Bitch, you trying to
Listen.
catfish
If
me?
if she, I'll put it this way: if she made her avatar, and come to think about it, you may not be able to. You know how they are. Nowadays everybody being
Yeah.
so sensitive. You can't even make a fatter character, a character that's heavy set. Because
Mm.
no one's gonna stay true to that shit. But I mean, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. But yeah, she was hitting me up and shit like that, and I'm like, oh no, her ass got removed from my friends list and everything just because of the catfishery. Not playing these games, not at all. Magnificent.
At
What do
least you
you
didn't
think?
get.
Huh?
At least you didn't get all the way there. And then it'd be like, oh,
She was in New York
who
too.
is
She was in New
you?
York. I'm trying to think to myself like, don't y'all walk all the time? How'd you get like that?
Nigga said her titties look like ripe plantains and shit.
She got egg. She got eggplant titties.
God
uh,
damn, bro.
no.
So, magnificent. What do you think about PlayStation Home? It's may its possibility of coming back.
I, I think the people who were on it before are excited, and it probably has more potential than it had in the past because of the way everything is, and social networking and everything, and the success of that. I remember when it first came out. I want to say maybe damn, when was that? I was one of the first early adopters of PlayStation Home, but I didn't like it because I had early on when it first came out, it was like it was a lot of racist people as far as my experience went. It was a lot like I had the fat black character running around that bitch trying to meet friends and niggas like, oh shit, you're black, you're a nigger. Like that was my experience. I think I told you about that before.
Really?
And you was like, nah, that must have been early because I didn't experience that. I was like, yo, that was my experience. And like, I tried it out for the first couple of months and I just dropped off. But that was like early in that shit. I don't know if they implemented any. I might have had that conversation with your buddy that you met off of there. I don't know
Oh,
if it,
probably.
yeah, but yeah. I think it got potential now, man. Besides that, you know what I'm saying? It definitely has to. People are more open to microtransactions and shit now. So if they implement that and sell clothes on that, then it might be a little something side for people who just want to calm down, don't feel like playing video games. They could jump on that
You know they could
and
probably gonna.
socialize.
You know they could probably gonna put it on PC, yo.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. They could actually implement like some type of streaming where you're showing people your games and shit, or
Yeah.
you get together for a game night or whatever the hell. They probably implement that because they got a lot of streaming on the PlayStation 5 now. So I can see them integrating that, and then be a cool little hangout spot. You could probably do podcasts in that motherfucker since you can stream now. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
True. I mean, there's a lot
It
of
it
little
got the
things.
potential. Yeah, man, you could get real crazy with it, right?
Jemiah, is that you?
I'm in here.
Oh, okay. No, I was wanting to make sure. I forgot what your avatar looked like. We were
What's
just
up,
talking.
Mike?
What you say? Hello, who?
Oh, what's goody? What's goody?
Oh, what's good? What's good?
I'm just writing.
What's good,
I'm
man?
just tweeting this shit out.
You saw you just woke up like 3 seconds ago, yo.
Nah,
Yeah.
I slept with I was sleeping with the window open. My voice is all fucking deep now.
You got that nigga voice, yo. You got no, excuse me. He got that Alicia Keys voice.
Y'all.
Yo. Yo, put some PD on. So you working over there, you get that coffee. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? They told me not to put no sugar in that shit. Me and back there was hours, yo. That shit was so
Nah, I
fucking
mean.
funny, yo. Nah,
Man just told me to calm down off that Splendor, but I think you sweet.
I was like, why she
God,
talking
Put a
like
couple extra packets in there for you, know what I mean? On God.
Dead ass. Dead
Dead
ass.
Nah,
and as I was sprinkling that sugar, you know what I mean? I was in there like, did it. It was mad sugar and shit all over the fucking countertop, because I know you sweet, feel me,
Yeah, nigga.
Hey, Jabari, we talk about PlayStation Home though. That's the current topic.
For
right
now.
I
now.
mean,
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah.
Some topics, yeah. Let's get to these topics, man.
So yeah, do you know about PlayStation Home, Jamal?
It was on PS3, right?
Yeah.
No,
It's,
I know what it is, but I never like engaged with it.
yeah. Basically, they made it way more complicated, which made it the loading times way longer, which made it way inconvenient. But they had a lot of cool ideas that would probably, with the advancements that we made, like the SSD and more system memory, it would be easier to kind of like implement and shit like that. But basically, PlayStation Home is a place where, like Second Life, you can create your own avatar in a virtual space, and the virtual space is divided in pieces. So your apartment, which is empty, you can buy things literally, but they give you like some default shit. You can kind of like decorate your house. If you buy a TV, whatever's on your hard drive will be displayed. If you buy a radio, then whatever music that's stored in your hard drive will be played. That's how it was back then. If you have any photos that you want to hang some pictures up on your apartment, whatever pictures that you decide to use will be basically in the photo mode. Um, you were able to meet a lot of people in there. Everyone had their own clothes and avatar, and they gave you activities to do within these hub areas, such as they had like a place called Central Plaza, which you can go in there and you can do some bowling, um, play some arcades and shit like that. It was a good way, good, nice little community, um, little tight knit community, which was pretty cool. And the thing that kind of held it back was it was so segmented and fragmented. Every place that you would visit would be a new loading time, and you can only have about 50 people max within an area. Um, a lot of the animations were relegated to the certain hub, so I think that it would be a a cool place to. And people bought PS3s for this shit too. By the way, there's a lot of people that weren't like heavy gamers or casuals. They bought a PS3 to meet people and shit like that. And I just was curious, what do you think about the whole concept? And it may be reanimated.
I think it's a good concept in these day and age where people are more likely just to be online instead of like going out, talking to each other and whatnot. So, but to me, as far as gaming goes, I don't see the point of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go hang out with people in the lobby if we're not playing games.
True. That was the argument back then. The argument back then was like, why would I jump in this home space if like fucking I have actual games? And the answer to this from some people were actually it was Second Life was like this a lot, where if you don't play games that often, you know what I mean, or you don't have games at the moment to play, um, you could use this as a downtime. Or there were spaces like I actually met Hellscream in PlayStation Home 12 years ago. So we were actually there was a Killzone space, and I went there deliberately to like fuck around with Killzone and just see the new trailers, and that's how we ended up talking. Oh yeah, you could play darts and shit too. Yep, you're right, Jeremy. So I mean, especially with this social distancing and this pandemic, please, Lord, let this shit end tonight, because I'm all the way done with this fucking pandemic. But I can see in a day and age, it may be like that in the future.
Also, it's kind of giving me Animal Crossing vibes if people can come to your
True,
apartment and like look
true.
at all your dumb shit, and you can probably
Right.
trade your stupid couches or whatever. I mean, things like that.
Yo, that is
People are
it's funny.
into.
Yeah.
It's
People are
funny.
into things like that, so I won't knock it. You know what I mean? But it's just like I just don't see the point of it. But people are into this type of thing. Going to each other's houses and looking at furniture. I mean, if you like got a platinum and he gave you a special couch or some shit, that might be interesting.
They did.
You know what I mean?
They had a trophy room concept, so all of your trophies were physical items.
That sounds kind of nice though, just to go in there and be like, look at all my
Yep.
trophies. You know what I mean?
That sounds dope.
So that was that you would get items for that, but it never was realized. You know what I mean? So
Xbox has something like that.
what the,
You have
the
like arcade. I forgot what it was called.
I thought they had a concept similar to that.
Yeah,
Um,
on 360.
yeah, they were all it was neck and neck with Xbox 360 and PS3 anyway. So I was like, wow,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They were fighting. They were fighting.
yeah.
But yeah, the concept just kind of fell through. It was just fucking PlayStation just didn't. It just PlayStation just wasn't as popular. You know what I mean? And now's the time. Um,
I can see it being popular now, man. Like, remember when that shit came out? It was like we still had MySpace accounts, bro.
bro, yo,
Yeah.
I
I'm talking like early
forgot.
2008, 2007.
Yo,
Like,
MySpace was the shit. I don't know
yeah,
why it
It
fell
was
off so
much
bad.
better. It was much better than
Yeah,
Facebook, man.
yo, MySpace used to have the fucking song playing when a nigga you jump on your page and shit. Had all types of fucking Jeezy playing in the background. Niggas doing my shit.
Bro,
Motherfuckers
you
had
want
like,
to know
Yo,
something,
man,
yo?
you
I'll be
see,
talking to I was talking to
MySpace.
bad chicks, and the chicks, you know how chicks typically be like, I don't know how to do technology. These bitches knew how to fuck this shit up, yo. They had sparkles and glitter and
yeah,
animation. That shit would crash my
Man,
fucking computer, yo. I'll
motherfucker,
be on there,
yeah,
be
you
like,
go to
let me see
no,
what,
no,
let me see what
you
Tamika
go to
doing, yo.
bitches' pages, right? No, you go to bitches' pages, right? And it's like
yeah,
9 fucking videos playing all at once, so they can have
yep.
music in the background. And then page take fucking forever to fucking load. I was like, bitch, do not need all this shit. I just want to try to hit, you know,
I'm like, I can't
see
even
what
get
the
into your
fuck you doing
inbox,
this
bitch.
weekend. Shit.
I turn on that thing. Do. So tired of. She talk about some breakup and shit. Have a little picture of her
Oh,
laying on the
God.
bed with some glitter and shit. I'm like, all right.
You better put that woman first.
Niggas
I'm
playing
right.
Icebox and shit. But they don't stop.
Like, god damn,
My
bitch.
heart used to be.
Do you
Motherfuckers
need
is
it
they
on your
feeling,
page?
bro.
I mean, I got Jaheim CDs in here. I can
She
play them
said,
motherfuckers for
Jaheim,
you if
yo,
you
is that
want.
nigga even alive?
Yeah, he's
Oh
still
man,
alive. He look old as shit though.
yeah. That nigga fucked up right now.
Fucking Jagged Edge and shit like that. You remember that shit, yo? The fucking Let's Get Married, yo. They fucking was burning that shit out, yo. I was like, oh, nope, can't fuck with this bitch. Clingy motherfucker, yo. X out, thinks. But I think the concept would be pretty cool. Honestly, I feel like now, like I said before, Jemiah, with the SSD, you can load all these hub
Yeah.
areas if you needed to, or just you know anything pretty much instantaneous. Because that was annoying. If I wanted to leave my apartment, if I had like a crew of people in my apartment, and I wanted to leave and take them with me, that shit would be like a fucking PlayStation 1 loading. 6 to
Now,
10 seconds.
what they could do with PlayStation Home to make that shit like another level is create
Popular.
a whole PlayStation City, right?
That's all I was going to
And
say.
then put it in
Uh,
VR. So
That's what I was going to say.
everything's in VR. You can leave your
Hmm.
apartment, go outside into the city, and see like a Ratchet and Clank bus driving by or some, something really innovative and crazy. You're
That would
looking
be
for the
dope.
sky. There's a fucking Aloy blip flying overhead and shit. Like,
You and this
now
Aloy, yo.
I'm just saying, like,
yo,
you can have a God
Yo,
of
that would
War.
that would
be
be like that would be lit though.
that would be cool though. That
That's
would
what I
That would
be
be
was
cool.
next
thinking.
level
I
fuck
was
for real.
thinking before you
That's
came in
fire.
there, I was like, it should be a Grand Theft Auto like size. Not maybe not that big, but like one of the pieces. And like if it was a building that you needed to go into for like apartments, obviously you can't have all those buildings or all those apartments in one room. So you go in there and then it would deload the fucking environment and put the apartment thing in there. And then that's how you would do that. And then have certain apartments and shit like that. But yeah, you should be able to physically drive to the bowling alley or physically drive to a movie. They even have movie theaters too.
Like imagine
Yeah.
somebody's playing Madden in a stadium, and you could just be in the stadium looking down, watching them play Madden. Like some shit like that. That's like what I'm saying, next level shit. Not just some random.
Like
I'm in
rooms.
your apartment hanging out.
That shit will be so nice. Like I said before, what people getting acclimated to staying at home and shit like that probably will be pretty lit. I mean, I wouldn't want that lifestyle. Like I would like to physically go out to places, but you can't. I know before the pandemic, they had VR areas where you could basically put on the headset and you can look around and shit like that. A couple years ago, and do things like that. But I feel you. That would be a very, very fucking awesome concept. But anyway, I think we exhausted this in particular. I mean, I just wanted to kind of make you guys alert. If you have any input on PlayStation Home, how you would feel about it. So there's that. Moving on to the next subject, though. One of the things that really pisses me off, right, are influencers. That angers me so fucking much. Like I mean, I get that you have like, you know, I get that you have like an opinion, and that's fine. But typically, with influencers, what would happen? Oh, this dude, yo, you get on my nerves, Jemiah, yo. I'm not. Nope. Influencers pisses me off. I'll put it that way, right? Um, influencers can be paid off, right? And that's the biggest problem. They can be paid off to pretend like nothing's wrong. They can be paid off to pretend like there is something fucking wrong, you know? Um, they are toxic as fuck, you know, um, and they typically don't know how the industry works, you know, and they spread misinformation. So Tay, yo, what you think about this? Yo, how you feel about influencers?
Uh, it's a tangle web, motherfucker. Um, that's why I don't too much listen to a lot of the big named influencers. It's only a handful of them I actually listen to because they actually put out good information along. They put out good information and they actually tell you what's good and bad with the game, and they actually tell you if you should wait on. But a lot of these motherfuckers, it just don't make sense. It's like they blind to whatever fucking just because they're getting paid. It feels like they're getting paid more. They don't actually stand on the problem of what they're
You're breaking up a
right
lot.
Yeah, I know.
now.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you're
Fucking
moving
Discord.
around with your phone, man, that's one of the issues with Discord. Is shit's fucking irritating.
All right, how I sound now?
You good now?
Better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They, I don't know, man. This is a lot of them are just they just in it for the money, and they put out whatever bullshit, whatever company is paying them at the time, and they put out a lot of misinformation when it comes to buying games or whatever their favorite plastic is. So I don't too much listen to them. I actually like to have to go out there and buy it myself and figure out whether this game is fucking. A lot of shit I just buy just to see if it's good or not, and I'll drop that bitch harder than anything if that shit is terrible.
Now, Magnificent, what do you got to say about these influencers? The one that's in my crosshairs right now, and what's going on, Jeremy? The one that's in my crosshairs right now is that Young Yeah nigga, yo. He really fucking rubs me the wrong way, dude. Just the hot takes.
Guys,
Is
the
just,
next time there's
young yeah. I'll see you
Young
next time. I want to kick him in his fucking throat every time I hear that shit, so he'll never say it again.
I
Fucking
don't know, man.
cornball.
Yo, Young, yeah, I used to watch a lot of his videos maybe like a year or two ago, man. He just
Yeah.
I don't know, he don't like does he even game any like I don't know, bro. It's
I
like
feel
it's
like
just
he don't.
new.
I'm gonna need to see like live streams for you know for him to you know.
I think
He-
he does do live streams,
Mhm.
but I think it's for his Patreon, or he just does it on Twitch whenever. He never live streams anything on fucking.
I can't, you're breaking up. Say
On
again.
YouTube, just on YouTube.
I say I think he does it. I think he does. I don't think he live streams on YouTube, but I do know he does do some live streams. But I don't know what games because I don't watch that motherfucker that much.
Like he had a couple good. See, the thing is, some of these people don't get paid. Sometimes it's just like take the Cyberpunk incident, right? Whatever they played, if they even played it, they were saying they ignored all the issues, and then when a game came out and everybody hated the game, that's when they started saying, "Oh, this is unacceptable." It's like that flip flop bullshit, and he was one of them.
I mean, I think in that case, I think CDPR is to blame because I'm pretty sure they didn't let anybody play the console versions of this game. You know what I mean? Like they hid that shit into the last minute. Like, so I can't really blame them if they only played the PC version, and it was like a certain build that CDPR gave them. You know what I mean?
Oh no, we going no. See, you know what? Since
Nah, it's
since
still,
you were here,
even on PC, it still had a lot of fucking issues.
Like what?
oh here we go, here we go.
The motherfuckers-
I'm just saying. I
Yo,
don't like.
I
saw a
No.
black
I don't
woman
like
they
when
had.
in my
Listen,
head.
I don't
in
like
my
when
head, I
people
saw
who
a black
haven't played
woman,
the
yo.
game.
Like what?
I don't like when people who haven't played the game have a lot to say about
No, no.
having issues.
I'm not. No, I bought and played the game.
Did you
I've
beat it?
beaten the game. Yes, you can check my motherfucking Xbox right now. I got my
You said Xbox. Stop it.
It don't even matter.
It
It
does
still
matter.
had fucking problems. It still
I
had
don't-
fucking problems. The same
Anyway.
problems that they were talking about on PC.
Yo, you are always on
Not
red
really.
alert, yo. Red alert every
I did-
time, yo.
It
Listen,
still had fucking
yo,
problems.
I
You
just
wait,
wanna
hold on.
bring
You
in-
cut off. Wait,
No,
you cut off
hold on,
Magnificent
hold
Black
on.
anyway.
Yeah, I did, but still,
No, not you.
the point is, oh,
Now y'all
but still,
good, man. Keep this shit
it
going.
still had problems. The same
What's going on,
problems that
Umar?
they were saying on PC, it still had it on Xbox, and I'm pretty sure it even had it even worse on fucking PlayStation. So we can't
Oh,
just
here
say,
we
I mean,
go. We got see, we are in the
all that
impasse
was-
right now. You
all
got
that
an
was bad.
Xbox, we got a PC.
doing this.
Master
All
Race, and
I
we got a
want to say
PlayStation
is
nigga.
let's bring some integrity back to our shit, like influencers. Let's only speak on shit that we have done. So don't speak on PC versions of the game if you haven't played it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Even if CDPR didn't give them the right version, right, and gave them just a vertical slice of what it was, what they provided in Cyberpunk was not innovative. Not many games in general are innovative. It's very, 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 very few. Maybe indie games, but all the games, what do you call it? Ghost of Tsushima, that shit's a fucking Ubisoft game, basically. It's a well-made one. Fucking Horizon
Well,
Zero
one
Dawn
thing I would say
is-
about Cyberpunk is the NPC interactions are above and beyond, bro. Like the way the NPCs interact with you when you're in like cutscenes, not cutscenes, but like in like
you
regular
mean like the
stories or whatever.
animations and shit like that, the mouths and
Like the way they
animations.
move, the way they talk, like the way they hold cigarettes and shit, the mannerisms are fucking crazy. Like Jolly, the system they use for their what you call it? What's it called?
The
lip syncing?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking
They
amazing,
did
bro.
something like that years ago. I mean, it wasn't nowhere near that fidelity, but they did it with the Source engine when they made Half-Life 2. So this, I mean, magnificent. Who's the influencer that you cannot stand at the moment? That's what I want to know.
Oh man, I mean, it's a lot of them, dog. But
The one that
like
really
fucking,
rubs you the wrong way.
what's Buddy name, man? Vicious 696. I forgot his name, dog. He gets on my nerves, but he like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He be on some neutral shit, but he more on some Xbox shit. But at the end of the day, bro, fuck all these niggas, man. When it comes down to it, the people are the problem. They influencers because they've given that power, bro. At the end of the day, so if sheep are gonna follow these motherfuckers and listen to what they say, then that's what it is, bro. We can't do shit about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
These motherfuckers
shame,
gonna
though.
do.
It's a shame. I don't even know how they get the power. So I'm gonna do my rounds. What about you, Jeremy?
I don't know. There's so many.
Because just pick one, man.
I'd have to go look through my unsubscribe list.
What's the most well, how about this? What's the most recent one that kind of catches your mindset?
I don't know. I can't think of any like real recent. I've unsubscribed from a handful of people
Is there
recently.
anybody big?
I just kind of forget them. Review Tech really irks me.
Review Tech.
He's all over the place.
I don't know what
Yeah,
he's trying to do, man. That motherfucker is clickbait city. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish, man.
He contradicts himself within 4 hours sometimes.
Yeah, he's annoying. So one of my friends tried to say, he was like, well, he's not lying about the controller drift, man. I'm like, dude, anything that's
They all have Elb's controllers.
Mm-hmm.
I have controller drift on every Joy-Con on every system I have. I have all three.
No one.
The only one I don't own is PS5 so far.
Or same thing with
Knock
Zelda,
on
by the
wood.
way. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? And I know Jemiah knows all about this shit. The reason why I didn't ask you anything, Tay, was because fucking you jumped in and said your piece. So did Jemiah. But one of the
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the office real quick.
no problem. One of the things, well, you got Paris, that fucking dude from Twitter, yo. He doesn't play any fucking games at all, and I don't understand why he's a subscriber. I mean, why he's a influencer. I don't get it. Alana Paris is another one, although she works for Santa Monica Studios. I don't know how many dicks she used or how many dicks she sucked to get that position, but I mean, there's that. But she was a big influencer. Really, really big influencer. Everybody from IGN somehow influences the general masses. I don't know how that worked. It's annoying. It's annoying. I guess
As far as I go with influencers, I don't even care because I don't follow these people. I don't
We
engage with
don't.
them on Twitter. I don't like go back and forth with them. To me, there's no point. They're just regular people like you and me. You know what I mean? Like I don't. What does their opinion even matter to me? You know what I mean? Like it's all the people who are constantly going back and forth trying to like expose these people and all this shit that's giving them more exposure. Like just stop talking to these people. Stop retweeting them. Stop talking about them. Like nobody cares. If people want to listen to Paris or whatever, that's on them. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, they're gonna realize, the truth. You know what I mean? So as far as me, influencers go, I don't even know these niggas enough to even hate them. You know what I mean? I don't like follow anybody closely
It's
because I
weird.
don't. I
It's
have my own opinion about things, so I'm very strong opinionated and shit. So I don't need somebody to tell me that Mortal Kombat the movie was good. I thought it was good. A bunch of people are calling it trash. I mean, that's on them.
I liked it too. I didn't love it. I thought it'd be a little bit better, but it wasn't bad either.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot. I mean, anything
The
could be a
trailer
lot
blew
better.
me up. I thought I was like, this is gonna be the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread, but
Yeah, the
it
trailer
was
that
pretty
that
good.
7 minute fucking trailer, yo. I looked at that shit and I was like, damn, I didn't even know it was 7 minutes, and it kept me engaged. But I have yet to see it. I'll probably see it tomorrow. But yeah, my whole issue is like, for instance, Nintendo Switch. It's weird because these influencers kind of dictates the success of certain things, and I suspect that Returnal is also benefiting from these influencers as well. As much as I would say that I'm waiting for the game and I liked what I've seen, I still feel like the influencers, and sometimes you don't have to spend money. Sometimes you can just be like that one guy. Like the same thing happened with the Soul series. Influencers actually made that series really big. They did it. They were like, "Oh, I'm a tough guy, you know. I beat one of the hardest games in the world." Which, if they if they lived in the '90s, they would already know that's not one of the hardest games. But
Well, when it comes to games like Dark Souls, I think that was more of like a grassroots thing, not somebody trying to be an influencer. Because this is before influencers really became a thing. Like
there was
when people are
always
bragging about beating
influencers
hard
here,
games.
there, and everywhere. It was magazines that had influencers. But I remember when the Souls came out, Demon Souls and games like that. I remember when it came out, and it didn't get that many good scores. Even it's the same thing with fucking Monster Hunter. No reviewer liked that shit, and it did well in Japan. And I guess there was some weeb that played the shit. It was like, yo, I like this game, and from that point on, they kept saying that the game was good until the same type of like gameplay, right? But now the new games are getting like eights and nines. When back then, when it was released on the PS2, it was getting like fives and fours. You know, I mean, it's weird because the influencers, I guess, have their role, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know.
I mean, I think we need to separate influencers from like magazines, like from like so-called journalists or
Yeah,
reviewers.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think they should be the same. You know what I mean? Like,
They are kind of the same now, though.
I mean, they're going towards the same goal, but they shouldn't be the same. You know what I mean?
So
They're not supposed to be the
what's
same.
different about them? I
A
guess I should
reviewer is
ask you.
not supposed to
They've
like.
changed a lot.
A reviewer doesn't use his opinion to make you buy the game. He just gives you a general like overview of the game, something that's very unbiased. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like the game plays like this. This is a good story. There's a couple glitches. Influencer like, yo, buy this game. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Plays best on Xbox. Shit like that shouldn't be in a magazine or a review score. It shouldn't have to do anything with the platform or how much you like the dev or how much you don't like the dev. Like with Quantic Dream, people were giving Detroit Become Human a low score because they didn't like that one guy who was in charge of the studio.
I
That
forget what
has
his name
nothing to
is.
do with the game. You know what I mean?
Well, what
I
That
don't
about
game
care
was
if he
great
was.
too.
Yeah, I don't care if he was harassing his interns. That's nothing to do. The game's still good. You know what I mean? So I think we have become merged with influencers and reviewers, but they're not supposed to be the same people anymore.
it's not
In the
well,
beginning.
yeah, that's in the perfect world, but what ended up happening is people like the notoriety. They like to feel important. They like the likes, you know. And Magnificent, what do you gotta say about what Jemiah said then?
I mean, I agree with him to a certain point, but like you said, it's, in a perfect world, that's what it is. But they're not in these reviews. They're not only giving the overview of what's going on, and they're not using just point systems for their reviews. They're giving their opinions in a lot of cases. Like they're getting political in some cases. Oh, this misogynist character, and like that's the same reason why some of the strong points from these bad reviews were from Days Gone, because
Yeah,
the
it was a
male
white
character
male
was a white
protagonist.
male protagonist. So they're giving opinions, and it's affecting the scores, which I think is ass. They should all have point systems, and you know what I'm saying. And that's like for the ones that are using point systems, and they're saying that yeah, this game hit this point, and they're giving them points. Major props to them, because I think that's how it should be done. But a lot of them just they're letting their emotions affect the way that they grade these games.
I think the world is
And,
like that anyway. They're feeling like they're doing things emotionally instead of critically. But I feel like in this particular case, I mean, it's that. But I feel like social media has gassed them up so much to the point where because people are clicking on to them, or they want they want to ride that wave. You know what I'm saying? I really doubt that a lot of people really gave a fuck about Deacon St. John looking at just being white. You know what I'm saying? I really doubt it. But they can sit there and say that, oh, what right now, white men are trash. You know what I'm saying? In the media. So I can sit there and ride this shit and get more clicks. And it's disrupting a whole bunch of shit. I remember back in the day, you want to speak about the precursor to influencers. People were telling me fucking Journey. Oh, I have a stressful day at work. I'll just pop on Journey and let all my problems blow away in the sands. Like, come on, what language is this? Who talks like that? Like, I mean, shit like that is fucking annoying. You know, it's super annoying to me. I don't know what to do. I
The
don't know
thing
how to
is,
fix it here.
I don't really blame influencers because, like, if somebody was gonna pay me money or send me free Xboxes and PS5s or free 3090s, I'm saying whatever you got to tell me to say, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm be like, this game's amazing, bro. Like, look at this chair, bro. This shit's so comfortable. Nice leather. Look at the stitching. You know what I mean?
Niggas say
Cyberpunk's awesome. Like, so I can't blame them. I
Look at the
blame the
stitches.
influence. I blame people who follow these people and don't hold things accountable. Like, I think there needs to be a push from all gamers that Metacritic has a set standard of how they review things. I think
mm-hmm,
that everybody who reviews a game has to show they beat the game
mm-hmm.
before they
That'll
can do a
never
review.
happen.
But like that should be the standard by fans pushing or players pushing that onto the industry, not the industry pushing their bullshit onto us. And that's our fault. You know what I mean? For being so tribalized with this whole Xbox, PlayStation bullshit, PC shit. The fans should demand fucking accountability from these fucking reviewers. If you didn't beat the game, you can't put a review out. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
care
I
if you
like
had
how
only
you
2 hours
I
to do
like how
it.
you said
That
that.
makes no
I
sense.
like how you said that accountability is a massive issue. With
Mm-hmm.
everybody
Yep.
needs to be accountable, right? But the journalist. That's the fucked up thing. Gamers are not even holding them accountable. So you got Jason Schreier that said all this ill shit about fucking Sony, right? And then had to backtrack when the actual developers were like, "That's not really what's going on." I mean, people are going to feel the kind of way. And now he's like, "Oh, "I don't know why people think I was being toxic. I don't get it." Somebody should have checked this bald ass. They should have. No one did anything because they looking for Jason Schreier may have some inside news, so let me not say anything to this
Nigga,
motherfucker. You know what's going on?
Or because people from Xbox, it was good that Sony was getting bashed. You know what I mean? So they don't really care if it was true or not. It just made Sony look bad, and that's the problem with gaming now is this whole Xbox versus PlayStation shit. Like when because I never had a 360 or a PS3, so I kind of missed the wave when y'all niggas became so crazy. Like I missed that section when y'all became like on some fucking tribal
It was
shit.
always tribalism from all the
No,
way
but
back in the day. But
even
this
back in
is
the days like
way
Nintendo versus
worse. I don't know
Sega.
what the fuck this
Sega
is.
and SNES.
But we still played both systems though. I still went to my boy's house and hopped on the Sega Genesis and still played it. I still enjoyed it. I wasn't like I refuse to buy a PS4 and then I get it 3 years later and go, oh my god, these games are good. Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? Like, shouldn't playing games be your priority, not trying to hurt another system or other people on that
It
system?
should. It should. I mean, is it? No, but it should. Tay, Who's your worst
Yeah.
influencer, and why?
The worst
That you
one,
can think
Crap
of at the
Gamer.
moment.
Crap Gamer.
Crap gamer. Why?
Yep. Because none of the title, every title of his videos has nothing to do with what he's saying at all.
Hmm.
That's true.
Nothing.
So I
You
mean,
ever look
why
at
is
the
that
titles of
why is that
videos and
necessarily
then
a
actually
negative?
listen to him talk?
So why is
Huh?
that necessarily a negative?
Because he's not actually talking about whatever he's talking about. He's not actually putting out information that's worth listening to.
Oh, so can you give me an example? I don't
That's
follow this
negative.
nigga, yo.
And I got to go to his YouTube page, but a lot of this shit, like
Who's all things Sony?
when he, huh?
That's what I was laughing at.
Huh?
Nothing. You'd have to see the screen.
Uh, go on.
Would you say?
You have any examples?
Jemiah.
Uh, let's
Nah, keep going, Tay. I'm just being stupid.
like
You're gonna have to yell in your mic or something because it's like cutting
Bro,
you
your
off.
shit is botting, bro.
nah, because I'm trying to pick up his YouTube page. 'Cause he said a lot of.
Mm. We have to come back to him, yo.
Yeah, you gotta come back
Crap
to Tay.
Gamer reviews.
Oh, there
All
we go.
right,
He came up.
like,
He woke up.
Okay, here's one. Rumor is confirmed. PlayStation owners are shocked after huge announcements actually, and it's just him talking about fucking Xbox the whole fucking time, right? And then when he used to say that shit when he was on the Xbox side, it used to be the complete opposite. They'd say fucking Xbox, huge rumor confirmed, and he's just talking about fucking PlayStation the fucking time.
So I'm
He's
not
not
really.
actually
I'm not. I
talking about
don't
the
know.
companies.
I don't know who he is though.
You don't know who Crap Gamer is?
I don't look
Yeah.
at. I don't watch his content. Like, is he?
Yeah.
He's just. I mean, what? Who is he?
I think Thrash did an interview with him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Brad did do an interview.
He's
He
basically
used to be
Cole
he
East.
used to
He's
be
like
a-
Cole Eastwood type nigga that went to PlayStation side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be huge Xbox for years and
Oh,
years.
he
used to
and
went.
be
years.
To,
Xbox
he went to
with Z.
PlayStation
He
side.
used to be he used to be Xbox with fucking Z and them when Z used to be through the BGST fucking show.
Oh, okay.
And then he flipped mode
Squad.
and went to PlayStation side. And
He got
just
into an
doing the
argument with
same
Phil
thing.
Spencer.
He's just in reverse. Yeah. He's just in reverse.
So he's doing. He's floating wherever the money take him.
Well,
Basically.
Phil pissed him off.
Wow. Wait, what happened? Who pissed who off?
Phil Spencer pissed him off.
I said what?
He said when Quantum Break came out or whatever,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
And
He
they
was
put
like-
that shit on PC, and he was
He
like,
was
"Phil,
like-
you fucking lied to me." And Phil responded
Yeah.
was like, "You're all
No,
pissed
he was
off
like-
because it's going,
he was
no
like-
people can play it."
Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Yo, Phil, I'm now canceling my pre-order to Quantum Break because you lied to."
Oh, that
And then
nigga,
Phil was
really?
like-
I've seen that
Yeah,
fucking tweet.
and Phil responded to his tweet. Was like, "Okay, you're not gonna play a game because somebody else gets to play it too."
Wow, wow, wow,
That was the start.
wow.
And he kept saying Phil threw him under the bus. I was like, "How did Phil throw you under the bus? Did you
No.
lie about something?"
Nigga, you leapt in traffic. That's what happened.
Yeah, you were under the tires. He just put it in reverse.
No, that nigga just did it on his fucking own. Well, let me ask you this, Jeremy.
That's-
What do you? Why do you think people follow influencers? So many. Like, why? Is it because they agree
Well,
with these? Like, what's happening?
I think a lot. Well, the Xbox influencers are the ones with all the subscribers. You know what I mean? I think they need someone to tell them that their purchase is worth it.
But we got influencers on PlayStation side too. I mean,
Yeah, but they're not very big.
Oh no, they are huge.
At least I have
that's a
MGB.
lot.
MGB is about the only one I
No,
know.
because he was an Xbox,
a
so
lot of
you
big
can't even say that. There's a lot of people, i.e.,
Mystic, I guess. But
and then there's Mystic too. You know what I'm gonna say, guys. I know you know what I'm gonna say.
Don't say.
People follow a certain developer.
Oh yeah,
Talking
Dave
about
Jack.
Cuckman.
Yep.
Nah, David Jaffe.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
not even at 30,000 though.
Yeah, I can't say David Jaffe is an influencer because
He's not big.
he's not big. He's trying his best. It look like he's trying his best. Like, please, Phil. He's simping for like fucking Xbox.
Like Colt
It's really
Eastwood, he got
weird.
200 and some fucking thousand. Dealer's got like 100,000. You know,
So I mean,
Zocker's got like 90,000.
So what do you think is happening? How they pipering the fucking people? What do you?
People want good news about their shit, regardless if it's true or not.
It's not. It's not like people haven't been lying in history. Like people want to hear the lies. You know what I mean? Like people want to feel like,
So it's like
oh,
it's like a
everything's
wife, it's like
all
a wife
right.
It's like
Yeah,
a wife that says, do I look fat in this? And this bitch is big as shit. And be
Yeah,
lies,
you like
say
you
that.
look great, baby.
Huh?
like people love being lied to, man. It's just the human
Like, yeah,
instinct, man.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love it.
People want to
It
be
makes you
humored.
look skinny.
What
Phil
I
did
don't
block
what I don't
Jaffe.
understand is say you don't like PlayStation or whatever, right? Like how then do you go around and spend all your time talking shit about PlayStation and not like hyping Xbox? You know what I mean? Like you can not like something and not have to. I'll never talk about the Switch because that shit don't exist to me. Like I don't care what Nintendo's doing. They can do whatever they want to do. They can sell Super Mario World for $100. I don't care. I don't care about Switch. You know what I mean? So I just find it funny that people say they hate whatever side, but they're constantly talking about it all the goddamn time. Like to me, that's worse than the influencers.
So why do you think that the influencers have such a grip? I guess I didn't even know that fucking Phil Spencer blocked Jaffe. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did.
When was
He
this?
blocked
Is this
David
new?
Jaffe?
It's new.
Yeah, he did.
This is a new.
A few weeks ago.
For what did he do?
I can't remember what he said. You probably have to ask Umar. It was a while ago. He said something he didn't really like.
My nigga be having no filter, bro. I like that nigga, man.
I think it's like who the fuck-
Jaffe?
Here we
Jaffe
go.
is all over the place, man.
Mind, bro.
Yeah, Jaffe just says what he feels.
You don't have to agree with him, but that man do speak his mind. So I will never call that nigga a shill in any shape or
Oh,
form.
yeah.
He just got his strong ass opinions sometimes.
Strong as shit.
But I got respect. for
That
man.
nigga's
But
opinion is like vinegar.
he's the same idiot who like was saying like, oh, I hated this game and now I played it and it's amazing. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, this is
Damn,
what I'm
that's
talking about.
strong.
People making opinions about shit uninformed. That's the biggest problem with gaming.
Yeah.
On all sides.
He's playing Days Gone.
Yeah,
He's like, wow, this
word,
game's
yeah.
actually really good.
Exactly. You shit on games. You influence people not to buy these games, and then when you went and bought it, everything was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, welcome to the party, bro. Like, these dudes aren't gamers. You got to be a gamer first. This is the first thing should be on our list. Is are you a gamer? And then we go from there.
That's fucking crazy. What about you, Magnificent? What do you say? What do you have to say about this shit, yo? Like, why? People are,
Yeah, what Umar said.
I was reading
Something
that shit
along
too,
those
but I
lines.
stopped. Why
I
do
mean,
you think
know
people?
what? This whole time I've been quiet. I've been looking for posts about people who are talking shit about $70 video games and shit,
That's a
and I
lie.
can't find any. I don't know if they deleted them
They
shit.
must have
But
deleted
the
it.
ones I'm looking for are the influencers, because there's these same motherfuckers who was talking shit about $70 games are now saying they're excited for Returnal, and they were talking shit about that fucking game, bro. I can't find none of these posts where they were talking
Yo,
shit.
I can't wrap my head
I'm
around
looking
that
for
because back in the day, NES games were between like $40 and fucking $80, and they were between 1 and 6 hours, and like 6 to 15 people made the motherfucker.
Fucking
Mhm.
Zelda.
There's a lot of them I could beat in
Zelda-
45 minutes.
Zelda,
You know what I
could
mean?
Beat that shit quick. Most of those games you could beat that shit quick. It was when Final
Yeah.
Fantasy came to the scenes when it was like, all right, so this is gonna
Yeah,
take
I'm
us
talking
40
NES
hours.
though, like, most of those games,
shits used to be hard as hell, and they felt
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
took longer to beat.
if
Yeah.
you actually know what you're doing though, you can beat those games. And most of them are
Yeah.
1 to 6 hours. You get an 8-hour NES game, that's a long fucking game, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
And they were $40 to $80 and 85. How much is that in today's money? $200? You know what I mean?
That's fucking crazy that, there were a lot of people that said that $20 is too much. I mean, not $20, $70 is too much for a game. It's too entirely
64
too much.
games cost 70.
I know, but
First party.
again, with these influencers and them being overly emotional, which we're about to talk about, they're overly emotional. That's the fucking effect that you get. an overly emotional person, and their mindset changes with the fucking win. The David Jaffe's essentially. Like so a lot of the shit that he said, yo, I hate The Last of Us, and then he posts like a couple weeks later, I played it again and I was completely wrong. Like, what are you doing, my dude? What are you doing? Like, you know. So it's whatever. We're gonna move on to our last subject here. It's the last 30 minutes. I like to keep this shit at an even clip, right? So it goes right into what we are talking about. But instead of it putting on the spotlight on influencers, now we're gonna put the fucking spotlight on fans and just the gaming community in general and how ass it is. It is absolute trash, 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 trash. I've never seen
that's
so
'cause
much
everybody toxic.
everywhere, everywhere. It is so bad. It's bad. I thought to myself, I was like, okay, so maybe, you know, it was this one side, and then I saw it on the PlayStation side, and I'm like, fuck. Then I saw it on Nintendo side, and I'm like, what the fuck? Then I saw it on PC side. I don't know what's going on with people. I don't get it. And what I mean by what I'm saying is that the amount of complaints. Let's take a let's spotlight PlayStation right now. Now, Sony does a lot of irritating shit in general. Like I would love, yeah, PC nigga. We like the master race. You can
We're not
like
about to get
PC.
into
You
this.
can like PC. That's fine. You can like PC, but when you talk about just the whole console is trash, that's a problem. Stay in your
The
PC.
console
ass
is
lane.
trash.
You know, PC trash.
Like,
So here's the thing, right?
Stop trying to convert us like Mormons.
no, listen. The games on consoles are fucking great. The console itself could be a lot better. Like extra
Those
You
$55.
missed the point of a
an
console.
extra $100 could have went a long
missed
way.
You miss the point of a console. It is supposed to be as affordable as possible. Well, then,
Bro,
give you the biggest
$600
bang
is
for your
affordable.
buck.
Yeah,
bro.
ask PS3. Yeah, I know.
You
but
don't. Nobody,
people don't.
nobody can talk to me about affordability when everybody has $1,000 iPhone. Don't talk to me
No one's
about
dropping
affordability,
$1,000. Not many
I don't
people
have
are dropping
$1,000
$1,000
iPhone.
instantly. Stop bringing
not
cell
for their
phones
kid
into this
too.
shit, yo.
Yeah.
Well, then put that shit on the Xbox has a payment plan for your dumbass.
And
How about that?
it did terribly.
if you so concerned about money, go through that Xbox plan and get your $600 Xbox Series X. That would have been a lot better.
Console, the
than that shit
general,
they put
the
together.
general public is weird like that. So anyway, before you fucking sidetrack me as it is, my fucking point. Let's talk.
Stop
about,
reading the chat. Shit.
Let's talk about. Nah, I'm gonna read that chat. Let's talk about all the complaints. So I remember when PS3 came out and Xbox 360, right? I remember when that came out, and the biggest complaint was, "Fuck, I'm on my fourth 360." You know what I'm saying? What the fuck's going on with this? My 360 is digging into my fucking discs. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, my fucking PlayStation 3, I paid $600 for this bitch and won't even turn the fuck on. Those were the those were the problems back then. You want to know what the fucking problems were with the PS4? I hear my PS4 loud. It's loud. Okay? You know what I'm saying? No, like this gaming community has all of their priorities fucked up. And then
Yeah, a lot of people bought three Xbox 360s. I know a few people.
the
I mean,
problem
a lot of people bought a lot of PS3s. Too.
I went through one,
And
but my roommate
PS4s,
he had
PS5s, and
360s.
Fucking Xbox.
The
Ones,
the PS4 and the Xbox One, they didn't really break like that. But like the problem that I'm
Yeah.
dealing with is when the PS5 rolled out, people started to complain about coil whine. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You know, actually, let's throw it back. People started fucking complaining about blades of grass last generation. Mine has 3 graphs. My image quality has 3 more pixels than yours. Like what is this? And it's funny because you got this heated battle between the Xbox and the ponies, and then you have Nintendo fans that their games are sub 720p. No one complains about it. No one says anything about graphics. Even Digital Foundry talk about, oh, this is the best experience. But then when it comes to the fucking Switch, oh, this is the best experience because you can take it with you, even though it runs at fucking, I don't know, 15 frames a second. Like, it's so much contradiction everywhere. And then people are just complaining about all sorts of stupid shit. Stupid shit. Buzzwords. Talking about, mine is RDNA too. You don't even know what it is. What is it? Exactly. Explain yourself. I don't know. Tell you what is the most ridiculous thing that is he in there? I can't see him. Can y'all hear
came
me?
back in.
Okay, he's in there. Okay. Tay, what is your most ridiculous what's your most ridiculous complaint in the console awards right now?
The ones you were talking about.
What's the one that stick out to you personally?
The Blaze of Grass. That was the most.
Well, I mean this
stupidest
generation.
argument
I mean
ever.
this generation because now they're
this
pretty.
generation.
Yeah.
This generation, motherfuckers, trying to say the Series X was blowing out smoke when they was actually blowing fucking vape smoke through the bottom of that bitch, and then the cold wines with the fucking PlayStation 5. It's stupid shit. Motherfuckers are dumb.
Like, I can't believe all the
Yeah, I've
energy
seen all
that
that
is
shit.
being put forth. It blows me the fuck away. What about you, Jeremy?
Probably a lot of the RDNA2 shit because Sony can't say a lot of what the proprietary shit is because AMD has a piece of that. You know what I mean? So they can't. It's not the basic shit. They can't really go out on record and say we have this, and if something on the Xbox is better, they don't want to say that, and if something's worse, AMD don't want them to say that shit. You know what I mean? On the Xbox side because they're what do you want to call it? Customer too. You know.
What about
So
you?
nobody really knows about the proprietary shit. What's better? What's worse? Because a lot of it's made just for that system.
Now, what about you, Magnificent?
I mean, as of recent, man, you getting a lot of gamers like talking shit about games that they haven't played, and that's been like my main thing. You know what I'm saying? Even if if you haven't played the game, you haven't played the game, but you shouldn't be talking shit about a game you haven't played, bro. You at least play the game. You could say that, okay, I played it, I didn't like it. You know, you didn't get far, but you tried it out and you didn't like it, then cool. But like some of these niggas didn't even boot the shit up, but they got opinions about the fucking game, bro.
What game you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? They talking about Returnal. It could be any game, bro. Like niggas has had opinions about
They're
it.
comparing it to Recore. They're like, oh, it's just Recore.
Bro, how is the game ass? The game hasn't came out yet, but you telling everybody that the game is ass. That don't make no fucking sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, oh, I'm not interested in the game. It don't look like it's for me. That's cool. Whatever, dog. Keep it moving, my nigga. But these niggas talking about the games are ass before they even come out. And I saw that post yesterday. That was a Twitter post yesterday. I'm like, nigga, how?
A lot of them are gonna hate on that game.
Yeah.
They're all saying it's just Recore.
Like, okay, so
there's some shit going on there.
I'm gonna address something that Jemiah was saying. I got into it with this one dude from Twitter. Slightly, not nothing crazy, but still it was annoying. I mentioned something about The Last of Us Part 2 and how I was like I don't like it. I didn't really go into details, and it wasn't about any kind of the politicals, just gameplay wise. This motherfucker, well, can I see your gamer tag? Can I see your gamer tag? I mean, how dare you say it's a horrible game? I didn't say it was a horrible game. I said I didn't like it. It wasn't it for me. Well, let me see your gamer tag. I said bet, send it to you. Okay, I was supposed to make sure that you played it. So okay, that dialogue happened, right? And that was it. Cyberpunk came out. This motherfucker was on a fucking crusade saying how terrible it is. He still retweets to this day any type of negative press about this game. Now, Jemiah knows how I feel about the game. It's not anything bad. I'm waiting for the biggest patch that they're gonna release on there so I can finish the game. But
I'll play it next year.
yeah, whenever they finish it, that's why I didn't return it. I'm waiting for them to finish it, and then I can experience.
I still got it too. I'm not gonna finish it.
I'm waiting for it, yeah, so I can experience it the way that they intended it to be, or at least close to.
Shit, you get a PC, nigga.
I asked them, right?
This nigga done.
I will never ever get no PC for that shit. Ever. That shit is bad for your back and your butthole, hemorrhoids. So, anyway, I know this nigga. I know Jemiah got some preparation in his house, yo. That nigga always be sitting down on a computer desk. I know you do.
He got his white shirt and tie and the bicycle ready to convert
that motherfucker be playing. He be playing Cyberpunk.
My PC has Bluetooth in it, bro. I can use my controller when I want to.
He be like this. He be playing Cyberpunk with a PC. Oh shit! Damn! I should have used Preparation H. Cooling gel. Sitting all day on that shit.
I play my PC on the couch, nigga. I don't be on that desk shit, nigga. My PC next to my 900H, nigga. That shit next to the I am a different type of nigga, dog. I'm sitting on the couch, nigga. Fuck all that.
But my whole thing, my whole thing is this, right? Tell me why. I asked him. I said, yo, bro, man, did you I said, did you? And I worded it perfectly because he kept saying, "Oh, look at the flop. It's a flop. You know, it's flop punk. It's cyber flop and all this other shit, right? It's constantly,
damn,
right." So I said, "Hey, yo, my man," I said, "Did you get your refund?" I knew he didn't play the game, but that was my way of asking him so I could figure out what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, I didn't buy that shit. I said, oh, okay, I thought you bought it and played it and didn't like it. I can't listen, like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? What is this?
This is what I'm saying, though. Like, how can you blame the influencers when the people who are watching them also don't play the games? They also don't beat the games. They also, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a bunch of people. It's a big circle jerk, you know what I mean? People want to have their fucking opinions fucking confirmed by people with check marks and shit, so they can go and feel happy about their lives and shit. Me personally, my opinion is the opposite of blacks. It's not the people that say that they beat games and they beat them. It's the people who hype games but never fucking play them.
Yeah,
like, Sony dudes are the worst. You niggas keep hyping these exclusives, then niggas let Days Gone get trash.
Now
you
they
fucking let Gravity Rush.
Now they want to sign a petition.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
You let Gravity Rush die. You let Japan Studio Games die, and the studio got closed down. Like, why are you
mad at the developer because he said y'all need to buy that shit when it first come out and not
exactly.
Get mad at him.
Like, you guys gotta buy these games. You want all these sequels and shit and all this bullshit. Like, or otherwise we're gonna get Uncharted, fucking God of War, and some other shit forever. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's such a weird thing because people are so fucking dumb. People are so dumb. It's like we kind of need influencers to a degree. It's weird because that's why I strongly believe that's the reason why Returnal is going to do successful. People are just going to buy it because, again, they got the game. It was new, it was shiny, it was fresh. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was curious about Returnal, whether it was worth.
Yeah,
but they don't understand. They don't understand the concept of a game. So
I see people.
It's gonna do well. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna play it, and they're gonna get tired of starting off at the beginning. And they were like, "What the fuck is my save?"
Yo, I seen people trying to buy that shit on Amazon, and it's like it's gonna be shipped out like May 15th or some shit. Like, you waited all this time to fucking buy this game. My shit, I fucking pre-ordered my shit like April 1st. My shit's coming on Friday. You know what I mean?
I reserved my shit as soon as it became available.
That's what I'm saying, though. I didn't wait for somebody to be like, oh, some reviewer to come out and be like, this game is actually good. Like, oh, shit, I can go buy it now. Like, thank you. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, I see a game. I like the game. I buy the game. I don't need nobody to tell me the game was good or it's going to be good or anything.
End a fucking story. Like, I don't understand. What kills me about this shit, right, is that these motherfuckers play awards. That's what they play. They play awards and Metacritic. That's what they do. Do you
That's
like
a fact, bro.
you wait for a Metacritic to say it got a 90 so you can run out and purchase the game and then either not play it or play like an hour of it and be like, I gotta get back to it. My backlog is crazy. Why are you playing shit that you ain't gonna finish? What are you doing?
Yeah.
There's no
And people don't
sale. There's
understand.
not a Steam sale on the console. You're just buying shit based off of fucking Metacritic and awards.
But also, Josh, people don't understand that not only does sales matter, Sony can also see if people are actually beating the game.
They don't
You know
get
what I mean?
that. They don't get it.
So
That's
if
how
you-
that's why they
if-
didn't make a Killzone. Because they was like they didn't put that much effort in the single player because they were like 1% of the people played it.
Yeah, like why make a sequel to a game if only 3% of the people who bought it actually? I mean, bought it actually beat it. Like that's not a good recipe for a sequel.
For Jemiah charity. That's why. You should
Like, look at
Sony should just be
Hivebusters.
bleeding money. For the
Yeah,
the
Hive
optics.
Bus is at like 2.5%.
Bro,
I'd beat that shit. I don't even.
Record is like 1%, bro. Like these dudes are hyping Record to be the same as Returnal, but like 1% of Xbox dudes actually beat Record, which is crazy.
Now you want to have it 60 frames per second. They have a literal petition
I
for a frame boost.
saw that.
What
For a game nobody liked.
you never
That
you
nobody
didn't
played.
like it. What are you doing? No wonder why Phil cut off all those fucking exclusives. No wonder he was like, I'm canceling all that. Y'all don't buy it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
don't blame
That's why Game Pass exists. They opened it up to PC and they still couldn't sell their shit.
I think the biggest atrocity
Even
to-
Halo was going down.
I think the biggest atrocity for the gaming community, which really just ticks me off, man, is like I don't know a way out of this. Because it's bleeding into every fucking thing, man. Everything.
There's going to be
Everything.
less and less people buying games, and games are going to get worse and worse.
Well, people are buying games. They're just not playing it. That's the thing. They're buying it and barely playing it or not playing it at all. It's what's happening. It was what was happening with Steam too. But it's bleeding in everywhere. Everywhere. People want a taste of popularity, so they are going to follow certain people. It's just what's going to happen in like in movies and shit like that and TV shows. People was watching WandaVision and forced themselves to watch the first couple episodes of WandaVision, not knowing what was going on. They probably not even Marvel fans to even understand what the fuck the concept was.
Yeah.
But they watched it because all the influencers said it was really good and it was faithful to the comics and shit like that. It's ridiculous. It's like people don't got no
WandaVision
fucking
was
brains.
good overall from beginning to end.
I mean, TV shows are different. Sometimes you have to force yourself through a couple of episodes to actually the episode start good.
It's weird because you got a good clip of people that are like us that can critically think. You know what I mean? And then the rest, I don't know what the percentage is. The rest of the people they
outnumber us. They outnumber the thinking side of it way by a fucking million light years.
But it's like we have religion, we have all kind of dumb shit people follow. So I'm not even gonna try to put that on gamers. You know what I mean?
This nigga said
People are
religion.
just followers, bro. Like
Pause.
what happened,
You said religion. Come on, man.
bro? Our religion's fake, bro. Like let's keep it a stack. Like
How do you know?
Oh shit. Oh,
because if
Yeah,
if
just
the
does
Greeks if Zeus is mythology, then so is Jesus. You can't say that like just because you're in a different time
here's the thing,
period
We're not talking
and you believe
about,
in this.
We're not
Huh?
talking about specific religion or whatever the case is, right? Because no, I didn't mention any religion. Maybe it is. Maybe Zeus
I just give you
fucking
an
do.
example.
Maybe Zeus exists. How do you know?
He doesn't, bro.
How do you know?
Because I
Dude, you're
Did
you
canceled.
see
there
this
is-
You're
nigga?
canceled.
there is zero
Did you
proof, bro.
did you see this nigga?
I did
You
not see
about-
that nigga.
You
So it's
about to
not, there's
get
no
canceled.
proof. Yo, I can get canceled. I don't care, bro. Like this shit is stupid, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
The
Like
thing
we all,
is- the thing is
everybody
that the-
knows at
so-
the end of the day that the shit's fake.
So here's the thing, right? Not including any religion, because I do believe in some sort of something created everything, right? And I'll leave it at that. But I will say this: there's more mysteries in this world than things solved, and some of the stuff is not. You can't even use science to even figure the shit out. So something's going on. Religion is different from something that you have tangible proof on. You could see it and you still defy it. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Bro, human beings have been on this planet for like almost 200,000 years. We only have like 6,000 years of our own history. Like, we don't know shit. We don't know shit about our own selves and know about the planet or mysteries. Like, if it don't make money, people aren't going to investigate it. You know what I mean? Like, the oceans aren't fucking explored because it doesn't really make any money for people. So nobody's going to try to go into the ocean and look for shit. You know what I mean? Like, everything we do is based on our own selfish needs. You know what I mean? Whether it's propping up fucking shitty games, whether it's fucking propping up fucking shitty game services, it all serves our own egos. You know what I mean? So people who bought an Xbox, they didn't have any games, so now they're gonna bash a game that costs $70 because their shit's fucking free in Xbox Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like, people who don't want to buy games are gonna use that $7 price tag to fucking justify not buying the game. You know what I'm saying?
So let me
So
ask you-
people are gonna be like, Returnal is $70. I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait for a sale.
So-
And then after they played it in a year and people like it, oh, we didn't get a part 2 because all your niggas waiting for a sale. You know what I mean?
This is why. This is why.
waited for
This is
it to
what
be
John
free on PS
Garvin
Plus.
said that if you like a game, pay full price. And everybody's like, "How do we know, bitch? Do you have eyes?
Yeah.
Did you see the
How
preview?
do time out?
Sorry.
How did I even
Yeah.
start? How do you know if some food tastes good if you never had it before? How do you know if a
Yeah.
movie is gonna be good if you never saw it before?
Yeah.
How did
Look,
gaming
it's
just become some
interesting.
shit?
Yeah,
You
that
actually gotta go out and try it.
actually,
If it looks
actually,
interesting, the movie looks interesting, you're actually gonna go out and see it.
the fuck? Are we talking about price? Is price the limiting factor? Oh,
Price
I
is
don't
the
want
excuse.
It's an excuse like a motherfucker.
Bro,
My
you go to
que-
the movies, bro. You spend like $100, nigga, just to see that bitch.
Now,
by
I
yourself,
want to
you know
ask
what I
you a
mean?
question, right? With all the knowledge that we have so far, why is things getting worse?
I think things are worse right now at this moment because there's no games to play for people. So people are bored.
It was games that I played last generation.
there's
I
no,
liked
there's
it.
no game.
What about you,
What's
Tay?
that?
What about you, Tay?
Talking about they're talking the news that's out right now. Until fucking Return will come out for PlayStation. But other than that, they ain't nobody got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing but time on their hands, so they just want to be on the internet all day.
So you're saying
And that's
basically,
what they do.
you're saying basically, since they have nothing else to do, then what?
All they're gonna do is sit on the internet and be toxic all day.
Some of the things that people do, like I don't like. This world is becoming so fucked. This whole CV thing is just fucking everything up, man. Like everything is disrupted because of this shit. Because of CV, everything is disrupted. And not even no political talk. Like people are cooped up in their house. They have all this internal entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stay inside to do the entertainment. It's still not enough. And they're acting crazy. I don't know if it's
Oh, yeah.
CV caused this to happen. I have no fucking clue, but these niggas are fucking crazy. I mean, what you gotta say about this, Magnificent?
I mean, I think everybody's acting like themselves times 3, bro. This shit only multiplied who these motherfuckers already were, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they just got more time on their hands. That's the only difference, what's going on. So motherfuckers cooped up in their crib. It's being themselves, bro.
Nigga, I've been working every day of this shit. I haven't
how
had
it is.
one day off, nigga. Like, fuck
Yeah.
out here.
That's how
Well, you know, it's more people who at the crib than normal for sure. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I don't know how they can
I
afford
was
these
already
$70
working from
games.
home. I was already working from home when this shit started. You know what I'm saying? But you know, not having the ability to go out and shit, these motherfuckers salty, bro. They already mad. That's why they on the fucking internet in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So they just going on there and they letting out. This is some type of release for some people to be negative, bro. Some people find gratification. They find some type of satisfaction
Did y'all see that bitch?
by trolling and shit.
Did
and
y'all
doing
see that
dumb
bitch
shit,
in
bro.
on Twitter? Some fucking white chick, right? Some guy was like, you know, trying to skate. Everybody cooled up inside anyway. So what the fuck is your problem? Is like I don't know what it is. So she tried to walk in front of his fucking skateboard consistently, so he could stop skating. Bitch didn't have a mask because she looked like one of them busybody bitches. You know what I mean? Didn't have a fucking mask. and was trying to stop him from fucking skating. Like what? What? People are miserable now. That's the one thing I don't know if you guys noticed. People are fucking miserable, miserable.
People been miserable. They always have been.
But
You
it's
know what I mean?
exacerbated right now, and I'm trying to figure out the reason or cause.
I don't think it's exacerbated. I think that we just have the time to focus on it. You know what I mean?
You telling me people acting? You don't see this?
People been trying to fucking get people from skating. They'll always be out there trying to stop people.
That's
People
one
been
example though. But like,
people been calling the cops on black people. Like this shit's always been happening. Like now it's just being fucking televised. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. People have more cameras now, so we can see the shit more often than we used to.
I don't know, man. This shit is nonsense. I mean, I've never seen so many people complain about the dumbest fucking things. Fucking coil wine.
Well, then before we didn't have Twitter though. You know what I mean? Like
We had
now
Twitter.
now no like Twitter was just starting off though. Like now we have like Twitter became like a phenomenon. You know what I mean? Like in the later like fucking 2000s. Like imagine the AOL chat rooms and shit. You know what I mean? Like till now. Like you in the AOL chat room, maybe you're talking to like 100 people, 200 people. You know what I mean? Now you're on Twitter.
Yeah.
You're talking to everybody in the world at the same time. You know what I mean? So now we can see people with these 30-second clips of people being stupid all the time. Like you see that shit on your timeline consistently. You know what I mean? So of course it looks worse. But you go outside, the shit's not on fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like I barely see it. I don't see anything outside. I've never seen I don't really see like people getting into fights or any of that shit. You know what I mean?
I do.
But I see it on
Why-
Twitter every day,
nigga,
though.
You in the middle of the fucking mountains. Of course, you don't see shit but birds and rocks.
I live in Denver, nigga. I don't live in the mountains, bro.
Mountain lions.
Fucking mountain lions. Meow.
Well, I guess in New Jersey, cats is over there fighting over fucking Timbs and shit.
And that's New York, but they fighting over ramen packs over here, man.
Nigga said ramen packs.
Nigga, that's my noodle. Give me it.
Well, I guess if you live in a really tight city like that, you'll probably see it more. But like, I think shit's just the same level of stupidity has always been.
No,
You know
I
what
think
mean?
I think
Consistent.
it is worse. I mean now, but on top of being able to see everybody be a fucking fool, that's a big issue. You know what I mean? And that's why we getting complaints about fucking $70 games and Game Pass and a fucking PlayStation fucking store that's 15 years fucking old and you haven't turned this bitch on for 15 years or whatever the fuck you did. Now you're complaining about that shit. Talking about game preservation or a CMOS fucking battery and nobody fucking really ever cared about all of a sudden. You got so much time on your hand. to do
Yeah,
stupid
because
shit like
there
this.
hasn't been a lot of great games coming out. Like, contrary to popular belief, like there hasn't been a lot of great games that have been hitting. Like
Then
like
why
with,
are they selling as much money as they're selling? And I'm not talking about PlayStation exclusives before you even go there. I'm talking about the fucking the Grand Theft Autos that's still doing microtransactions. I'm talking about the Call of Duties, those fucking games. What's happening?
say that again?
I say I'm not talking about exclusive. Why are these games selling more? Well, they're selling a lot. You saying there's not good quality games? There's a lot of games that are selling well.
Call of Duty always sells well.
Okay.
And like because Call of Duty is always gonna be that premier shooter, you know what I mean? So like when you get introduced, when you turn like 12 or 14, whatever, and you start gaming, Call of Duty is gonna be like the first game you get into. So they're always gonna have an audience, you know what I mean? Grand Theft
Call
Auto
of
is
Duty is
just
that game that everybody says is trash, but they can buy it.
because they don't have a
matter what.
choice. Because
Yeah.
they don't have anything else to play. Like what else you can play? You play CS:GO, but that's PC crap, you know what I mean?
Nobody want to play CS:GO.
Like CS:GO still has a huge fucking
Yeah, they do, especially in
Because-
the Norwegian population that own it.
it's skill based, you know what I mean? CS:GO is like it is because it's more skill based than it is like call in choppers
What
and all the
about,
other
what
crazy
about
shit.
Animal Crossing? How about that?
Animal Crossing came out of I mean it's always been like a big Nintendo franchise, but it came at a time when the quarantine was fresh and people were like going to AOC, shit on Animal Crossing, like Brie Larson, all these big celebrities were on Animal Crossing playing and shit.
Influencers.
So it made shit just big and people were bored at home. And the Switch was the new wave, you know what I mean? So it was a perfect storm for Animal Crossing.
Well, you want to know
But-
something too?
It came out at the perfect time too, because a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even
The
try
Switch
that
came
game
out at the
if
perfect time
pandemic
too.
hadn't happened.
The Switch came out at the perfect time too. And I want to say this. I've been meaning to say this before we close out. There's only 1 minute left here. I wanted to say this. This bubble is going to pop. And it's why a lot of companies are being conservative on what they do. This shit is going to pop. For sure. People are at home and everything like that. Y'all better start learning how to do stocks. Y'all better start investing in shit that you think that's going to start popping off. So you can get your bread and your bag and shit like that. Because this shit is going to pop. Gaming is definitely going to take a dip.
Or 1K is gold.
I don't think so. Nah. Gaming.
I didn't say
Gaming
die.
is
I
the
said take a
future, bro.
dip.
No, not even take a dip. Because when people are going to start getting jobs and money again, and that $7 price tag gonna look fucking really comfortable. You know what I mean? It don't look good when you don't got a job. You know what I mean?
People
and you
still,
only afford
like,
game
as you
tags.
adequately put, people still have enough money to buy cell phones and stuff like that. The thing is, people are buying,
Well,
like,
not-
for instance,
not this economy.
For instance, right? Animal Crossing, right? And that did well. Do you think the next Animal Crossing is going to do well? Better than this one?
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
I don't think games are going to... You got to be a damn good game.
But the thing about Nintendo is they also release their games fucking far as hell apart. You know what I mean? Like unlike other people, like when was the last Animal Crossing? Like that shit was a long ass time ago.
I don't know.
Let me see. Because like unlike this is why I don't think Days Gone needed a sequel anyways this close to the last one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think sometimes we need to let these games get some breathing room. You know what I mean? For technology and shit to improve.
Sony
also
actually does that though. They will release their shit quarterly and allow for the third parties to kind of do their thing in the middle.
No, what I'm saying is the like I played Uncharted 1 to 4 within like a 1 month period, right? And you can see the technology leap, you know what I mean, of shit they were able to do. Sometimes if you release Days Gone 1 too close to Days Gone 2, the leap may not be as big as people want it to be. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's
Like-
not the problem though. The problem is they put up an idea, but it got shot down before. It
No,
goes
I'm not
to-
saying that. All I'm saying is that's my problem with the thing is though. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to have sequels back to back. You know what I mean? Like The Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2 are far apart. That the leap was pretty big. If God of War 2 is not PS5 only, and it doesn't look crazy, people aren't going to be happy. You know what I mean? Like
It won't be.
Spider-Man, before Spider-Man dropped, I was fighting with ponies, Jay Barry, all them niggas on sick shit about Spider-Man being cross-gen, and now niggas is praising that game to high heavens because it has machine learning and other dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, 2017 was the last Animal Crossing. So 3 years.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. What was the spinoff? I'll put it that way.
Was the actual like mainline series though?
The mainline series, I think it was 2015. 5 years, roughly. But I mean, looking at the game itself, you're right. It is spaced out really. It's spaced out decently. You know, give it some breathing room. That's why I'm saying like everybody wants Sony to do like multiple fucking acquisitions, and it's like you got all these games that are being made. You can't even buy that bitch. So relax. So, but yeah, I think this bubble is going to pop. Eventually, games aren't going to do as well as it's going to do because people are going to be outside. I see it happening at work where I'm at now. You know, which is in the entertainment. And people are like,
Let's keep it a stack though. The people who were playing games don't go outside anyway, so it's not like they can't be.
What is these judgment calls on you? Like what? What are you doing?
You can go outside right now. There's nobody keeping you inside, bro. Like you can go outside.
Nigga,
you can go to the
there's
theaters.
places that were closing way earlier than they normally do, so you can't just relegate it to that.
You can still go outside. Bro.
Maybe in your
Like,
mountainous area you can. Not where I'm at. There's a lot.
You
of
can't go
fucking-
right now. You can't get up and go outside.
Get up and go outside and do what, Jemiah?
I don't know. Look at some push-ups, nigga. You outside? What the fuck? Like,
What are you arguing about? Like,
You're
what are
trying
you
to
trying
say that-
actual
you're acting
places
like
to
people
go.
are like
Actual-
locked into their
actual
homes,
places.
bro. Like,
Actually, let me. Okay, so now I got to be all literal. Actual places to go, like stores or vacation spot, things like that. That's what
these
I'm referring
niggas can't
to.
even afford $70 games. How do you gonna go on vacation?
Niggas,
Like,
the type of shit that I'm seeing, people are super irresponsible. Shit, I had an ex-girlfriend that was irresponsible, bitch.
like, look at Florida, niggas. That shit's wide open. That shit never closed down. This full unlocked
Florida
quarantine.
closed down. They closed down. for about
thank you,
a month.
Tay.
They
Thank you.
closed down for
You
about a
motherfuckers
month.
making all these crazy ass
Like,
And
accusations.
barely-
that I need
That
to-
nigga is-
I was happy during that month. Florida was closed down because there was no traffic. I ain't happy.
Yo, wasn't it
Them
nice?
niggas-
It was
Them
nice.
niggas
right?
better closed down, but now they're 100% open, just like Texas and some other states. They're 100% open.
Now, but we
You know what
just
I mean?
now started though. That's what I'm saying. We just now started to open up multiple states. It's now it's a chain reaction at this point in time, especially since ZV is not as apparently as serious as it was. The
What I'm saying
government
is,
says that
y'all
can
y'all
never go outside
fucking
again.
goddamn incels ain't gonna go nowhere. You be playing your fucking PS5
My
games,
ass always,
nigga.
yo, if it wasn't for this crazy ass fucking COVID shit, my ass always, I'm always finding ways to get the fuck out this house. All last year, I was going to beaches and shit like that, and AC and casinos and shit like that. I don't want to be out there, but yet I'm a heavy gamer too. I mean, that's not even the case. Like I said before, when this shit pop, it's gonna pop. It's
Who
gonna
the hell
pop.
wants to go to a beach in New Jersey?
That's because. Have you? Okay, so you.
That shit sound gross, nigga.
LBI is really nice. It's really nice.
I'm from Florida, nigga, so don't tell me about beaches, nigga. Like,
Do you ever go out and swim, fat nigga?
I'm not fat, first of all, you
Yes,
short
look at
motherfucker.
that. You hear that?
fucking
You heard that
midget.
black girl snap? First of all, I'm not fat,
Wait a minute.
bitch.
Don't be speaking much for me.
Josh back he's shorter than Prince, nigga. Man, watch his mouth. Nigga.
I know where you live, yo. You right behind that fucking mountain cove.
Nigga, come to Denver, nigga. You know what I mean? I'll give you some edibles, nigga.
I'll be fucked up.
Exactly.
Where am I?
Oh, you got your medical card? You got a medical card?
It's recreational, bro.
You got a hookup. You got a hookup.
Nah, it's recreational out here.
You can do that shit over there.
You can go to the store and buy like a whole pack of gummies, nigga. It's all good. It's just like a fucking convenience store.
Low key.
No, I live in Denver. I'm from Florida. I was born in Florida. Like,
Oh, okay.
I may.
I live in
I
Colorado,
just
though.
might. I just might kind of like. I'm gonna go to other places than this place. Maybe go there for a few days. I have a couple.
Jack can't wake up with his pants around his ankles and shit. Like, what happened?
I'll be fucked up. Oh man.
This nigga Josh.
I'm just waiting for my fucking thing. Anyway, we're gonna end it here. Yo, thank you guys for watching. Thank the whole entire panel for jumping in and supporting me. With
Go
this.
play these games, man. Y'all niggas is frauds.
Who, nigga?
I'm at work. I can't play.
I know you hear how he bought.
Tell your Xbox, nigga. Anyway,
He
so
really
you know
is,
how to
yo.
niggas
I
play.
lied.
am a
You still got.
gamer.
You still got a
Hold
little
up.
bit. You
We
got a
not
little
finna
bit of
do
remnant
this.
in
We
there.
not
yo.
finna do this.
We
No,
know how
we not
Xbox
finna do
niggas
that.
do shit,
No,
bro.
We not finna do that.
You got a little. You got a little bit. You got a little bit extra
I
still.
play on every goddamn thing. I
Use
play
an
on every
Xbox,
motherfucking
dude, bro.
thing I have.
You got a little.
I'm part of the PC Master Race. I am part of PlayStation Nation, and I am an
No,
Xbox.
you still
Oh,
got
so
it.
you were neutral
So-
then.
Because I speak the
That's
truth
even
about any
worse.
fucking game that
That's
comes
the
out.
worst. You worst of scum, nigga. You a neutral, nigga. Get out of
That's
here.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Nobody
the
likes
real
neutral.
neutral, not these fake motherfuckers that's out there.
He's like, But yeah, thank you, thank everybody. Thank Jeremy, Jemiah, Magnificent Black, Tay. What was in this bitch? I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
It's like
Everybody, Umar for showing up, Pug for showing up, yo. Much love for everybody. I really appreciate it. But I wanted to cut down the fucking videos from being so fucking long because everybody got shit to do, and I definitely want to play some games. You know, I don't even be playing like that. But anyways, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't before. I really would appreciate it, and peace out, guys. Play some games, shit. Go out and do some push-ups.